Do you ever wonder that what makes the smartphone getting powerful and smarter from year to year? One of the factors is Moore's law. Then another one is the growth of AI. What is Moore's law? Moore's law said that the amount of transistor in a IC chip doubling every 18 months. Where the more the transistor, the better the performance of your smartphone. So we need to keep the Moore's law and the growth of AI in the same pace so that we can use the better smartphone from year to year. But sorry, since decades ago, the Moore's law seems died out gradually because the amount of transistor in a processor comes into saturation. At the same time, AI algorithms are growing up exponentially in recent years. This means the AI actually is outpacing the Moore's law. So we do not have a processor that powerful enough to handle the AI computation which involve huge amount of data. Finally, the better performance smartphone would not produce. But we still can try the alternative way to increase the data computation rate, right? Other than just increase the transistor counts in a processor. The problem is how do we increase data computation speed which involve AI algorithm? Maybe applying the ARM Cortex FPGA platform for AI computation is the solution. The ARM Cortex is the one of low power and high performance processor, while the FPGA is the hardware that its logic architecture can be altered or reprogrammed to fit the AI algorithm applied. Nowadays, we have the configurable processor embedded inside the FPGA board, the Xilinx Sync 7000 as an example. The processor and FPGA both have benefits working together, which means the processor have high frequency that makes normal operation quickly, while the FPGA processing the data from processor using its specific operation. The specific operation actually can be designed by a method called high-level synthesis, which only need to program in C but not need to think of circuit connection. Then designer can complete the work in a shorter time. The design will guide the AI operation to the shortest way in FPGA. That is why FPGA accelerate the AI performance to processor. To further increase the AI performance, we need to choose a fast AI algorithm. Extreme learning machine may be one of the good choice. It can perform in the shorter time compared to the other algorithm because its calculation relatively less complex. Through this work, the AI still can compute in the smartphone even though the processor is not strong enough to do that. So this is the best thing about my research. By using the cooperation of the processor and the FPGA to achieve the higher AI computation, I believe that this technique not only to increase smartphone performance but also will be applied to any other fields like autonomous car. They will collect and process huge amount of traffic condition data while driving at the same time. Another one is the drone technology. Through the AI training, the drone can be used to tracking objects. This implementation is really world-changing when it is popular. So finally, thanks for your all attention.